What was the first song that Joost gave you where you thought, well, now we have to end this song? What was the first song that was...
What was the first song you sent? Do you remember?
Yeah, the whole thing started with the Wild Years. That was the first song.
Yeah.
So we had 5 different songs.
I think we had 5 different versions because we liked every bit so much. So we thought, okay, well, should we make the first verse double length? So we had all these different versions and we lived with them, and it just got really confusing. And it was right up until the end. We had 2 or 3 versions, I think, and then I think we just made a decision. Yeah. Okay, this is it.
Yeah.
It's got to, the madness has to stop now. Yeah.
There wasn't a version with a rap part in it.
Not yet. Almost. But what did happen was we started with that one, and then I felt really convinced that the title of that song should be the album title.
Why?
Because everything is continuing. There's no pause. This song is here, and before I knew it, I was actually doing shows, and then in between I was presenting it in Brighton. So the whole process sort of kept on going. And I thought, Wild Years, that's what... And then actually, a few months later, it got into this wild, crazy shit for everyone. Mm-hmm. So that even convinced me more to think like, oh, this is a good title. In the end, we didn't use it. But but for me, that was a key song throughout the whole recording experience, right? And the thing was also, we started with Wild Years, and the very last thing that I did was recording another little vocal something. That was the very last recording was in the basement here, was Wild Years. Okay. And the very last thing was a last new vocal take after 2 years, and then I had to go and I had to go and get the boat.
Yeah,
and I was just there like 10 minutes before the boat left, singing that thing, and then trying Calais to Dover and getting the boat.
And why do you have to make a vocal change in the last days? Why is it
because
important?
I think
because you feel that you have to change?
No, I thought it was really good. Sometimes it because other stuff gets better. It's like with writing, really, right? So you have, this is a great song, and then you write more, and then the best ones, they survive. So the better everything else gets, the higher your aim is. And I actually made it better, twice as good, although they really had to almost like hit me to do another vocal take. Yeah. Because by that time, at the end of the production, I was so fed up. You can really, it's like with your girlfriend, when it takes too long, you can be like.
That's an interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I think something like Wild Years, that was, I think, probably recorded. The vocals that we used a lot were probably done in Brighton to an acoustic guitar track, right?
Yeah. It was demo live.
So by the time you've added drums, bass, keyboards, guitars, and everything, whatever else on it, sometimes the vocal doesn't quite. It's too overpowering by the music. So you think, okay, well, let's strip it. Should we strip it right back, or should we try and get a vocal that drives the song? And we didn't want to strip it back because we liked the backing track. So. Okay, do the vocal again and again and again and again and really own it. That vocal has to own it.
And I consider myself a first taker, so I'll do it once and it has to be in there. That's how I feel, right? But recording a record is different, but I still don't accept that. So we start with that song, I sing it, I think it's great, that's it, never change it. Look at how beautiful you are. And then for 2 years they've tried me to sing it again. I won't touch it, I won't touch it. It's so good, and then in the very, very end, it's like, oh, they're right, I gotta do it again. But then it's 2 years later, how can you sing it fresh after 2 years? So this whole battle that exists within yourself and with them. And
but all these things, that they're open.
No, you sing it, and 2 minutes later, it's done. So you've had all this anxiety for 2 years. You've had it for 2 years. They convince you. In the end, oh fuck you, I'll do it. And it takes 2 minutes. I think, fuck, what time have I got? Have I lost?
Yeah.
You know,
that's the magic of production. Of
very
a producer.
much.
Yeah.